wide open to here where it's back to being blocked. That's one option. Another option, so he goes here, I'm over here, my head is wide open. Another option is he has to, I know what he has to do is drop his hand and elbow to get that up and over, right? So I don't allow him to drop the hand. So he goes there, and I go, okay, boom, bam.
Oh, nice.
Ouch.
And
now I've cut him off.
Oh, I like that.
I've taken that, his ability to, it's the same thing Tom does with the hands on the full arm, right? I know what you need to do to make this shot happen. I'm going to put my hand in the spot that won't let it happen. Notice I'm not really hitting him with my shield. Right? I could push him over, but that's not what the game is like. I'm just moving it so that he has to do it. And when he does, he screws himself up. Okay, right? You're not getting it. You're not going to be there. Right? So with those offline movements, what you're missing, you're very in and out, and you're creating that space. Get your ball.
The other thing that I thought was real close to him is you give him one thing good that I know what he did. I wanted to see.
Okay. So he gets in guard. Go down first. So he gets in guard, and you're doing kind of the same thing. You're a little more knowledgeable here, so it's not as bad. But so the good thing you're doing is you're kicking your edge slightly past this point, so that when you come, it's naturally scoops it, right? So that's good because that's what we want. We want to go to where the weapon is weak, right? But coming straight at him like that, not as good. Oh, he didn't do that?
Yeah. No, the way he was holding his shield is perfectly fine.
Okay. Yeah. No, he's good there.
When he was flat with the shield and he had his high guard, coming in straight like this actually is harder for me to deal with than somebody coming off an oblique.
Okay.
Because an oblique, they give me more room.
Okay.
Straight, they give me less room.
Okay.
So that is the one thing I was going to say you did really well against me.
Probably depends on the full arm.
Yeah, that's good.
Coming straight in at me is the worst. Coming off an oblique, I'm happy as can be. It gives me a lot more.
That's unusual. All right, so go ahead, get back in guard. So you get to here. Boom. Now he comes up. He's going to take his next move. Now, what's his next move? His next move is to drop this shot or do the back thing there, right? So again, and that's what you're thinking is he's open to do this, and that's fine too. So maybe he's open to that wrap, so you start to throw the wrap. Boom, I start to throw the wrap. He picks it up. But now look, he's got that.
But his shield is covering very well.
Again, I step on it, bam. Or,
that's worse for me.
Yeah, because look, he can't, I'm out of the power. I'm like a boxer dodging jabs, right? That's what you're missing, is that you're walking right through, like you would come like this, go ahead, drop it a little, no, you were down a little once. You would come straight, and that's dangerous, but coming here is not. And that little slip difference is the difference between a sword coming here. Think about it, if I have to go this way, and you just walk straight at me, right? You're making the angle worse, the same way you're doing here, because you're closing the space, right? You're changing the angle on your head, right? Without being aware of it as much.
Yeah.
Now do the same thing, but take that slight step to the side. Boom, right? Now I have to chase you that way. Boom. Yeah, that's not as good for me. Do it under. Right. And you see how you did something like that, right? That could be good too. So a little harder on the sword side, obviously, but it's that same mechanic. It's that same get to the side and cut. It's almost like there's a imagine like a whirlpool, right? Or like an eddy cutting in.
Yeah.
You're cutting to the soft zone. Like you're cutting to where that water isn't dangerous, right? Instead of going right to where the power is, right, where the strength is. You're getting around it, right? And it's that same kind of cut, right? Just like a stab this way. You don't want to be in front of a stab this way. You want to do this, okay? Right? That's why a lot of fencers don't fight like this. They fight off this side because they want that low profile. Right? It's the same kind of thing. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Totally same kind of thing for you.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. Oh yeah, you had something too.
What I liked what you were doing.
Good.
What you were doing, I thought that was really good. You weren't moving your shield on any of this stuff. You kept it centered. You knew where your knees were. You knew where your torso was. And then when you came in, you applied pressure here. But when you applied pressure, you made sure the pressure was out from your body
And they're both heavy.
Because if it would have been in, I could have probably done a chop shot on you. But by pushing your shield out and into this,
As long as it's on there, I found out I sometimes just push like this, and that's not good. But yeah, I found out if I'm on there and push out, it doesn't really matter to me. It gives me the range.
yes, that was beautiful. You weren't doing that a couple weeks ago. You were right in close where I can actually muscle you. I can't muscle something that bounces.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was much nicer.
Okay.
But you did much more improvement on that.
Thank you. I'm trying. It's aggravating sometimes when it's a small crawl, but I'm trying.
All right, go for it, boys.
Big fat butt.
And your skinny butt.
Zoe is much more aggressive.
My well picked.
She's still in the hormone suit, but a little bit further along. The shorter hair really suits her. I like it. I think she looks good with both.
Yeah, it's just the shortcut looks really
She wanted a boy haircut. And everyone she told that to basically said, well, if you're ahead. We did sort of convince her not to do it. Thank you. I made them like
You just splintered one in.
that. Lars and I have very similar. Yeah, they all have different.
Maraki, stand still and like you're fighting Tom. Stand like you're fighting Tom. Tom, move to the spot you're in when you killed him. Good or bad now?
Bad.
Yep.
Yeah, you just
Well,
move now.
Theo, your shoulder is really behind you.
I was gonna back out, but you want to go?
Like,
I'm like,
no,
back out
it's
now.
Oh
not on
yeah,
your
I should
shoulder.
just take it off.
I was trying to keep
Not on your shoulder.
Oh
yeah,
totally.
It's on
Yeah.
your-
Yeah, the problem is one of the holes ripped, so I think I'm just gonna take it off.
Yeah.
Tie it up top.
Yeah, it's defending like behind your spine.
Your tricep a little.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like when I get out farther, I
I need a-
yeah, I'm able to get out of here. Nice.
Yeah.
The tricky part was trying to figure out which shot was going to make
I'm
the
gonna put it over
charge.
by the water.
Sounds good. Thank you.
See, and you've changed a lot of it up now. We got to relearn some of the stuff.
Yeah, like, oh, that didn't make a move. Oh, that didn't make a move. So I just kept trying different things.
Your first jump when he went down to your leg was perfect.
Okay.
But then once he was backing up, he's manipulating you, so don't,
Yeah.
it's not you failing, but you're coming back to the center line of the
Yep. No, I totally agree.
Ready.
Yeah. No,
Pretty much, that's the way it always works. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I didn't want to back out because I knew if I stopped.
No, back up. Back up.
No, you're right. Go around.
Very good. So,
20 miles an hour next week.
Right.
because he knows the same concepts, right?
Help me out, Mother Nature. Help me.
Right.
Yeah, we're bringing Prima to the puppy sitter outside.
Yeah.
Totally snake charm me up and then through low.
Yep.
Oh, our butts are fat again. Totally snake charm me up and shot low.
Yep. Find those pockets.
Oh, dare you.
I thought it was knee initially. I should have just went.
No, I did. And then also when I threw, I sat here and threw it. Yeah, pretty much.
Angle now. Straight in.
Did you stop it?
Yeah.
I couldn't get it right. You're good. On that last one, no, that.
Careful, you stop defending yourself.
Huh?
Careful, you stop defending yourself.
I was dead on the first one.
Oh, I don't know that. He's
Apparently not.
Yeah. Well, he didn't find you. Like you dropped your sword, I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Or your pole arm, so you dropped your pole
You're not wrong.
Here's about it. You hit bare flesh, right? And it feels a little wonky right now. So I think it would have been good, but I was like, didn't feel like your normal shot. That's why I asked.
Don't worry about it.
Back. Keep it in your mind and make sure you take it connected.
Yep. Ideally, Maraki, if I throw my shot properly, you don't have to ask.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but I'd rather err on the side of.
Yeah. No, I don't mind him asking. I'm just trying to make him feel at ease. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
We have to wait for our Tom quote of the week. It's gonna be a while to. Sometimes you have to pick a baby.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll come to me eventually.
Yeah, I know.
If you have to ask, it wasn't good.
Yeah, when you don't be loud.
I didn't like any of the shots after.
That doesn't always work.
No.
No.
But that one clearly was kind of on the edge.
I agree.
He was worried about it.
I didn't even
so-
notice that you hit him
Okay,
from the
this is
outside.
stuff. Watch your head. There you go.
What's wrong? Oh.
You almost have perfect clearance under the bar.
Oh, that's, yeah. That's good.
Theo does that's
Yeah, even off the shield it was nice.
You what?
your clearance.
Oh yeah, no, I do not have
Yeah.
any sort.
Mom is just about
Dangerous.
No, this is actually that dangerous level where if I'm not looking
Can't
right,
really see it.
I won't see it. No,
You'll
this-
get
Yeah, it's not too far off.
there. If you walk too hard into it, you'll get stuck.
Probably doesn't help that it's pretty okay for me, so I don't really see the under
That one drug
and
like
the pop-up shade fly, it was just the right height that I couldn't see it, and I ran into that dang thing like 20 times out of it. And it was just ridiculous, because I knew it was there,
Oh, okay.
but I just...
Yeah, my dad says there's a certain height that is like low things he's absolutely fine ducking around.
Yeah.
But it's like I think it was just above his eyebrows where he just couldn't see it right.
I don't run into that much because of my height, but one time we moved like a table, the chandelier was there, and I banged that a ton of times because it's like you're not used to.
Yeah, I do that at my house to move the table.
We went to a lighting display store, building the house, and all the lighting displays are low, but they're just at my head level because you're supposed to be able to see under them as well as at
Yeah.
them. And I took a picture and I'm like, Andy, now I know how you feel because.
Right angle and then fire.
Don't forget to do the dishes. If you hit this by milk.
I know a little closer if you can. Further out.
Yeah.
Why?
I guess it's facing this way.
How long?
I can pour you one. Oh, you gotta take your gear off.
Yeah, I
Kind of glad that
didn't
we're.
think I was going to have enough.
You were actually aiming at the inside of his off leg instead of the other leg, it would have hit right. But it, yeah, hitting both and then the stabard was a little weird.
Yeah.
Or his.
And as I fall down, I'm like, I'm gonna thrust, and I just went forward.
Alright. I know where you got behind the end.
No, man, that was a beautiful shot.
Yeah, just like all of a sudden you were gone and there's something on my feet.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Maybe the bug record.
I mean, that is possible.
That was the whole
Oh, there you go.
That's kind of weird putting my own shield between my legs.
So the advantage
do that. You're not
pull
Al-Anon.
my small back or upper aim to get the.
Al-Anon isn't even Al-Anon.
It's odd as hell, but
Nobody's
I think that's
Al-Anon.
the right place.
That's how good
Probably
he is.
just putting him. There you go. He really wanted my drive.
Beautiful shot, and then I'm like, oh, thrust. Fell forward on my face.
You really did take
Because it looked like you shut down from pain, like you hit your knee tendon or something.
No, I threw out because that's what I wanted, but then I realized I overextended on the thrust.
Yeah.
Which is went for it.
Easier to fall. No.
That's fine.
Complaints about that calibration?
Hey, Tom. Sorry, what?
Do you think I knocked up any of your shots? Or shrugged off one? Yeah.
Just had a win. Almost had your elbow and you almost had your shoulder.
Yeah. When I thought about it, I had my ankle sort of tied up at that point.
Yeah, because he came like this instead of like this.
That one I didn't use shield.
And this went like this instead of this.
The one you think was the shoulder was good.
Oh, was it? Okay.
But it didn't hit the
I
front.
like it, the black part.
You're right.
No, that was.
But yeah, you'll never blow off the fucking black part if it's good. It's too good.
I was just more trying to stay on him, but you're right.
No, good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yep.
You don't pick up that. Didn't fall for any of the rope fakes.
That's the one you missed him on.
Yeah.
You hit him the same way.
You hit him move good.
I didn't have to pop.
Yeah. That was a push.
Yeah, you definitely had that on me, but
There was a push.
there was, yeah, there was an
I don't know anyone that does that at all. Maybe don't.
It's like his best shot.
It's very nice.
Well, and he was also got the weight to back it up, which helps with that.
You don't weigh enough now.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. But he really said to throw it to this.
I'm also
You
spinning
did a
out
good
of the
way
way.
in the upper body on it. So.
How tired too.
Take a break after this one.
Yeah, get more water, Evie.
Got the one right there. Yep.
It's harder to hit than you think. It
It
looks
is,
open,
but
but it's
he
real high.
had it.
Yeah.
It was close. The second one he didn't have it all. The first one he did. The angle was changed. Drop it, get water.
The thing is, we're so used to being out there.
I know. I'm just trying to make it, like the camera will be out farther down. I'm just trying to simulate the distance.
Yeah.
No, totally agree. Totally
Yeah, I could tell because that top angle, Tom said it's not as there as it looks, but I think you had the first shot. You just sort of missed the level. That looks good. Not that it hit. It's just nice.
Cross my legs.
Yep.
Really got to get over it. 'Cause it's like today, no, I don't feel pressure.
Don't do that.
That was good on Tom. That's a good motion on Tom. We can break that down.
It'd be hard to
See what happened there? don't come straight.
Right.
Straight is very predictable.
Right.
And straight has a, so the angle that straight is coming at, you know exactly where to put the sides.
Right, and I win.
So you came straight. So what he did was he threw that thrust, pull, put his pole arm right on this side of your hilt, so that when you came straight, come straight, it just did this. That's all he did was put pressure on that hilt, so that when you walked, you pulled your, see how I didn't really do anything?
No,
you
and I
pulled
win.
yourself out of line. Right.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay.
Okay.
It's also hard to throw a shot at me and his hand stuck on his head.
Right. Yeah.
True.
Drills for you, because you're starting to try to move to the sideways, and you're starting to, when you're ducking, it's fine. But when you're ducking, hovering straight.
You okay?
Your legs right here, right? Duck. Just touch. Boom. Yeah. See how easy that is, right? Now, I duck. Boom. Right, so what you have to do is when you feel, I want you to do this in the drill.
Oh, yeah.
Move your head around, like this.
No,
Boom.
no.
And when you feel yourself starting to get too far over your head, change the hip angle. Right? So you go here, change that hip angle, right? So that this becomes this.
And she actually won't leave our property.
Because
That was nice.
come here.
As soon as she gets a leash on,
Just
she always
just
goes.
put weight on it, right? So I'm here. Maraki, you see this too.
Right.
Actually, do we want to get this on camera too?
Yeah, that's good.
So, when you feel, I want you to move your head around a bunch, right? Like this. And when you feel the weight sort of come over your hips and pin it, change the angle of your hips so that you're supported. So,
Oh, okay.
one thing that you guys are both doing, go ahead and pop your hat, get some water and watch what I'm doing. Grab some water, Tom. What? Grab some water.
One of the things for both you and don't think your guys are imbalanced when you're coming in.
That's what I'm covering right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely. You're dead on.
There's ice water there.
So, when you guys move, when he says you're not in balance, it's because the drastic nature of your head. You're putting your head, all of this weight. Think of it like, remember, there's always gravity pulling straight down, right? So there's gravity pulling straight down on my head right now, which is pulling out over my support post.
Yes.
Right? So, and what you guys are doing to recover that is you're trying to naturally come straight back in line. Just lean your weight on me here. Boom. So I pull like this, keep that weight on me, and look at me like, all right, so I'm about to put some acid to this. I can do it. But that's hard. And you're not, all you're doing is leaning on me.
That's not fair. He and I don't have ass.
And you're doing that to these dudes with two-handed weapons.
Yeah.
Right? It's very easy for them to read and manipulate. So come again. So now I have weight on me. Now, again, once I feel my head over this point of balance, I change the angle and get my hips down.
And you cut right back
Feel the way that works?
Yeah.
So go.
You cut into
Right here. You push on me. Boom. That's it. It's not this. It's a circle.
It's a circle. Okay.
Because the push and lean's a linear motion. Circular motion beats it.
Right.
Okay.
And also when you guys are walking in on Tom at least, you're jerky.
Yeah.
If you jerk one way, you have to jerk the other way
To make up for it.
to make up for it. Where there's no, you're set up.
Another thing that you guys are doing, and this should help overcome that, is you're getting to a spot where you know your angle is B, and you're hunkering down like this and becoming like a pill bug, and you're being very strong in one direction. And the problem with it is that it's semi-successful, so it really plays with your head weird. If I'm doing something like that to Tom, and he gets me beat, and I'm like, oh, pill bug time, and I go like this, right? Not successful, because he read it and he reacted to it. If we're in the middle of a scrum and he's throwing a shot, boom, pill bug time. Okay, I just saved myself. So your brain gets tricked into thinking it's good. But if he reads it and he has pace, you're so strong that you're pinning yourself to the ground and you're not able to flow the way you need to in a flow,
that makes
right?
Yep. And your next motion is going to be straight at me.
And it's all from that same balance issue. it's all tied together.
Okay.
Right? Because you know the big guy is coming with a hammer blow through the middle, and you know that when you're like this, that hammer blow through the middle locks you in your ass, right? So your reaction is to pill bug up. Don't pill bug up. Flow into it. Boom.
And
Right.
if you have to do the pill thing, when you do it, make sure your head's steady. If you have your head tilted down, it doesn't make a difference. You're just as dead. Put your head up, you'll be stronger. And if you have your shield right in front of your face, that's fine as long as you push it up out. Because 90% of the shots that are going to kill you are coming from up.
All you can see is the
And
ground. That's all you're ever going to see.
This is super important in melee too. That's a very football-y thing. Come here. So if we're here, just push down on my head.
I only ever saw it once.
Right? Back. Push down on my head. Now, stand up. My head's up. I'm in line, right? Here, I have to regain my line. Here, I'm in line.
The only time your head is down is good is forward only. And you don't want only forward.
Okay.
All right, that's a lot of thoughts. So
Yeah,
take some
that's
water.
something I'm going to have to.
Play with those drills and just try to start to feel your balance, right? And if it helps, have someone lean on you a little bit, right? It would be hard. Probably not a good idea for that. But on each other here, probably not a bad idea. Just a little bit of pressure because that'll magnify the mistakes. Right?
The hardest they do that, they'll probably end up having kids.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Why do they keep
But you wanted to see how.
down?
Yeah, no, that makes a lot of sense.
Also,
The things that you don't realize you're doing that are the
I'm going
hard.
to go back to what I told you a couple weeks ago. I'm going to pick up sort of shoes like go against comments if I can. One of the things is don't consider getting dead as a victory. Considering every time you do something right a victory. If you lose, but did it right, it's still a victory.
For sure. Yeah. Especially if you're hitting what you're working on. Yeah, that's the important. Because this kind of progress is going to come with some fights. Nobody gets and applies the concept right away. It's always worse before better. Very true. Just like your fight with the right hand and cut more, and then after a while you're like, okay, fuck it, I hate losing left-handed. So, but at least now you're like left hand cut more, and then you're gonna get comfortable and you're gonna be like, okay, well, let me try this right hand again. And suddenly it's gonna feel so much more natural because your comfort level from your left hand blocking is gonna increase your confidence with your right hand, and then once your right hand is up and you have a little more confidence and you start getting the angles you need to, big jump.
Yeah, I agree. Every time it's kind of like, a writing with your left hand. It feels awkward. But
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you train for something for years a certain way. It's a lot to ask to switch it.
What's my phone saying, Lars, on the screen?
Stream health 4971 kilobits per second.
Good. It doesn't get much better than that.
So are you-
5,000 is the best.
Yeah, 5K seems like a good amount.
Are you actually streaming or are you just recording?
Yeah, it's
It
streaming.
is.
It'll be on YouTube anyway. It records it up to YouTube, even as it plays it.
Are you sharing all this stuff with everyone?
Yeah, I mean, it's available on my website, my YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah, Kiki, she's been watching it for about 30 minutes. So.
He's like, yeah.
What's
sure.
I can delete them.
What's the
Well, I
delay
know,
on
but he's
that?
like, yeah, but I'm not advertising. But
The
they
last
find it
time I was
okay.
able to check
Yeah.
it, it looked
Not
like
at
it was
this
about
point.
20 seconds.
I'm not looking to try to gain a bunch of followers. I'm trying to use it as a tool.
I give out a lot of
Yeah, I know. You're in a lot of videos. You talk a lot. For a guy who talks a lot, that's saying something. Yeah, my goal is to win. It's to actually not to whatever works for you. Practice. Yep.
Oh, so we're right at a 10-second delay. So,
Right.
and
Hi.
It was close, but
it says the quality's really good. So
It looked like it.
that's
yeah.
good.
It was in that inch above his face, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Wasn't a horrible shot, just wasn't the right place. It just tells me that my position is way bad then. Didn't kill you. Yeah, but still.
It should have though. Hard. Cardio is boring. I agree with you though.
Yeah. I'm getting ready to around and ride that damn bike and doing it mentally.
Yeah.
Up until I finally started playing music, I'm like, oh, this is so much fucking easier.
Yeah.
That's the other thing I noticed as I went against him.
Nice.
Use your sword to control until you get in.
It's a very movable target, right?
That's what I couldn't
So you
remember.
gotta really hit him.
I'm gonna try something with my homemade blueberries.
He's giving himself.
What?
I know. I heard the sauce was good.
I sauced it myself.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I knew you were moving a little more light-footed against Ziggy because I know he's more experienced. You didn't want him in on you. And I'm like, hey, he's not going to be able to keep up with that.
Nope. That's why as soon as nope. Anything that I could do to try hit him opens me up so badly that it's not worth it.
Yeah, I get you. I think you're right. I think you just need to work on your cardio a little.
Yep.
Did you see when I was going against Tom?
Yeah.
Did you see what my sword was?
The one helicopter you hit him with, did you hit him half?
Okay.
He just didn't take it, I don't think.
No, I know he didn't take it.
I don't think it was half, but
it looked like half, but it also looked hard enough, and he didn't say anything.
Oh, left.
yeah, I don't know.
How'd the one he hit you in the head feel? Iggy?
The head?
Yeah, we were coming in. It looked like half from the outside, but you didn't acknowledge it at all.
I didn't feel like a Tom shot.
Sure if
Okay.
maybe he had his shield just high enough where it grabbed the top. I
Okay.
don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Not a big deal, just curious.
Yeah, I was wondering the same thing.
Yeah, I couldn't tell. Just keep fighting. I'm mixing newer and different things in on your scale a
Did you
bit.
get water?
Yeah, and that last one was just, I just ran in and it was a terrible idea.
Yeah.
You had good fights up until that. You had some legit trades, like they were dangerous shots on him. It was good.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
just when you recovered, you were looking for the next shot, and you didn't cover your face enough before you fired.
agree.
That's all.
Well, the double tap on
Not
the last
gonna
one.
be able to chase you.
What's that?
I threw a double tap
Yeah.
on the last one.
Yep.
And
Yeah,
more of a
you
range.
changed the timing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you feel you have to retreat.
Doing good.
Okay.
I don't really feel like you had a huge hole to hit either. You just had the angle perfect.
No, it was not giant. It wasn't as bad as it has been. So he did better.
That was faster.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, no, it was style, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it was
rock
like,
here.
oh shit, you're not. You pulled your head up.
It's like I wanted to get hit in the face.
Yeah.
I see what you're talking about.
Okay, well, 91 right now.
A little warm.
So it'll be cooler next week.
It's nice and breezy though. It's not
Breeze
too
helps.
humid.
Oh, I
But
thought
it's
it was
still,
going to be hotter next week.
still a
No.
little draining.
Next week, Sunday.
It's just hard to
Saturday,
keep going, you know.
79.
Oh yeah.
We're in a couple fights in a row.
It's sunny now. Yesterday when I looked, it was 79 and harsh.
I couldn't tell because it looked like it hit the very top, but I wasn't sure if it was enough to go through.
Yeah, I'm good up until like
It's
89.
I didn't see it, but it sounded like it got through.
That's what I thought.
It probably had a bit of both.
I tried
It
to
looked
put a
like
little
it
bit
was
extra
definitely-
just in case because I knew it was going to catch. But
Right, but no, I think it got through. It was nice.
They were, I need something to work on it. We packed all our chemicals, but we're going to do it. And then I
Push.
it's
Hey, hold, bring it back this way.
and then our house got delayed.
When you cut through, you hit me right now. Oh, okay. It was very, very light.
Children and I
I'll
went
take
to
that.
the thrift store and
Okay, I want to show you both something.
and I stuck my book on the
Get
wall
it where you were when you were close.
because we seriously did nothing.
Okay.
Close enough. Because I was
Take this.
aggressively packing.
Bring it so it's more.
But the house was supposed to be done on
Up
April
more.
2nd. Yeah.
That-
And it was
Can
delayed.
you go up
so-
just a little bit more? See how much pressure you got on it?
So that would have been a good one for the neighbor guy to come by.
And put your sword anywhere you want.
Whatever.
He comes by next week and we'll have to kind of
He knows that
side
one,
with him
Iggy.
or
Trust me.
lend him some grub or something.
He didn't, maybe didn't throw it, but he knows it.
Yeah, but
I
also
told
when you
him
do
that
that
we were
one,
doing an event that he couldn't come.
Right.
It was invite only.
Yeah. He rips that off my leg every
If
week.
he even remembers.
He does
I mean,
He does. He throws it tight inside like
has
rock.
a trouble
He just
leg,
didn't
so
there.
I was looking more for
my
the thrust.
expectations are low.
Yeah, no, okay. You want back.
He's a really nice guy talking to him. And I've talked to him like 6 or 7 times really. He's like, he has the same out and about level that we do. Walking dogs or just walking self and walks with his wife, walks with his kid, like.
Yep.
So,
Nice.
and they just live, you know, the road that was past.
I wanted you to think I was
right
going for that arm.
before you turn
I
around.
didn't
like
think
that
you were
arm.
going for that. I knew you were going to thrust. I just didn't react.
Just about the same as
It was a nice
the
thrust on
other
your
one.
part. You threw it nice and smooth.
There's like 10 houses and a
I wasn't sure if it was hard enough for those side plates.
No, that's fine. These, like I said, these are the problem. It's this one.
Yeah.
It's all
There's
that
no
one
place
problem.
to walk.
It looked like you had
Sort of
no
looked like your brain was somewhere else.
back whatsoever. What happened?
Yeah.
Meh.
You looked like you were full.
I mean, I could have been a little more focused, I suppose.
Yeah.
The,
Yeah, lack of focus probably, yeah.
I knew he was going to throw a thrust. I just kind of figured I'd just go block and walk through.
He's gonna make money and be like, great, now he's gonna throw low on you the next 8 times. Great.
Maybe. Who knows?
He's gonna be like, it worked! Do it again!
Yeah.
That didn't look hard enough.
He threw a nice, straight, easy shot. You know, it was good throw on his part.
Yeah, it was almost, it almost seemed more like an embarrassment kill than a...
No, he threw hard enough.
Oh, alright.
You know, there's metal plate armor there, but I could feel it.
No, the one that you just hit him on.
Oh, maybe. I mean, he was kind of, he could have blasted him.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
See how easy it is for you to block? Yeah.
Movement.
Yeah. You can do angles you can't block. So I use the sword to troll.
It's the cool thing about really high-end pole armors. You know more about movement than most sort of shit people do.
We can see more too, because we don't have a big thing wasting our vision.
Yeah.
But doesn't always save you. That was a nice thrust, Gil. Thank you.
I also kind of like this, so that this barefoot thing we're doing, so that way I can run through, switch weapon styles, run through, switch weapon styles. Because, I don't fight shieldmen enough pole arms, so
Yeah,
it's good to
me
keep
either.
that in there. Yeah, I'm sure you don't.
Get a section that's like a trunk like this, and you notch it like that. And
Now,
put
just gotta make those shots happen more often.
it's all long. Like, that would
And
be great to just have,
really yesterday, I think the
like,
That's what I told Tom. I'm like, great, he hit you there. Now he's going to throw low on you the next 10 shots in a row. He's going to love it again.
yep, he'll never let me drop that one again.
Yeah, no, that was really smooth. It was good.
yeah, don't lose all your good stuff now. Keep a few tricks.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
That one was right. But it was a
I'll
little
never
hard to
forget.
move forward.
No.
Yeah, he's coming straight in. I don't like that.
Something's not right here. I'm looking at your way too.
Well, like you say, it's about that turtling thing, you know, something that works and you keep doing it because it works.
You're fixated on the problems you have to overcome rather than the solutions to it. If that makes sense. Like, you're like, okay, I got to watch for this, I got to watch for this, I got to watch for this. Well, shortcut all that, boil it down to a very easy decision on his part, and know what he's got to throw.
And as soon as I stepped out there, I knew something was wrong.
Yep, you walked right into it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Why didn't you?
Dry, but I had nothing there.
Why didn't you hit him on the close on the first?
I sidestepped it.
No, why didn't you hit him on that close?
Because I was busy making sure he didn't hit me.
All right. Yeah, he was wide
I was
open.
surprised too. I thought I was dead because I missed that first shot.
I thought so
Yeah.
too.
Position over submission, right?
Yeah, fair enough.
Wasn't sure I got past it, so I made sure I got past it.
Okay.
Okay.
Then I figured I have time from there because I'm not in danger,
Yeah.
so why rush it?
All right, that's
Very
fair.
true. Yeah.
If I rush that and impale myself, you know, great.
Yeah.
16 makes sense.
Not 16.
our wind speed is 15 miles per hour right now,
That's pretty fast.
allegedly. West-southwest, is that true?
Yeah.
I mean, that way. Doesn't seem right.
I got concentrated on 2 minutes. I think I'll put Tom had a nice easy shot on mine.
That flag is definitely blowing.
Yeah, Thursday in my brain.
That'd be good. Make it less dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Thursday would be the best possible day.
Yeah, the ground will certainly be not wet by Saturday at that point.
I'll take that. I thought he was going to throw over his back, yeah.
I'm done.
You okay?
Oh, I have cotton now, and I'm not sweating.
All right. Yeah, get some water.
Want me to do that?
Huh?
So can I do the same thing? Even though you'll win, you'll lose.
I like my shoulder size.
And your back.
I need you to not break him yet, please.
As long as he can walk.
And wave.
Yeah, I need him to wave.
I think waving's more important than walking.
I need him to wave.
Get a wheelchair.
What's wrong? My shield is starting to do this.
How much longer I still here?
Yeah, I only
That's
got
going to
a
be
few
so
more.
interesting next weekend.
My knees are
Yeah,
starting
I've,
to feel it, so I just got a few more.
Yeah, that's fair. Space is open again.
I think, right? It's not open more. Because the governor opened.
No.
Yeah. So originally it was 50.
You're way too weak.
And then
Yep, and
now
the
it's
lake
50.
is way
So,
straight down.
yes. So we just need to
I'm the Gila monster.
Monterey Ranch.
Like he's excited or something.
Run is the first on all the forms.
I'm good sitting down for a while.
So am I. I am probably.
Yeah, you ran a lot that time.
Both of them did. I'm surprised you kept running after him.
Yeah, but I also knew my.
Go back to his house or change
You knew that you only had a few more anyway, so might as well do it.
No. When I was running after him, I had I basically had every step fairly well in control.
So it was the best time for you today.
Yeah. When I say running, let me go back and redefine.
You all right, man?
Yeah, I take cotton out. I've really been sweating.
Yeah, yeah.
I've had heat exhaustion.
$1 t-shirt.
Heat exhaustion
How
twice.
resist?
Ah,
Need
so
you
you're
got
like,
so
no,
easy.
no,
Yeah,
don't
lose
want
it.
that.
Yeah, I'm done.
Hey, Scale?
$1 t-shirt.
Okay, on that one, I'll show you what I.
Works. And I mean, I'm not a complete fake
Okay,
advertising.
we're gonna do a quick
Better than being a
little.
drama queen.
You have the pole arm,
You're a llama queen.
and I'm chasing you. Watch my feet. Just watch my feet as I'm chasing you.
If we ever win crown again, I'll wear it to a house.
How do you notice?
Fair enough.
Well,
In my setup outfit.
quick, but
That's
they're
kind of done.
short.
Like, I mean,
It's like
getting
trying to
ready to
be.
I could tell. I could tell your give a fuck was all out. There's no way you would have done something else.
Yeah.
You didn't have the right angle or the setup for it. Like when you've done it to me and paid for it, but it was a valid attempt. Like you had a good shot on it. It just didn't work out that time. You just forced it.
Okay, so he gave you maybe more control.
I'm blaming you. I could just tell you were like.
That's why I tell.
I didn't realize that, but that makes a lot of sense.
I couldn't figure out
I feel
why
like his face is so wide
until I
open
was
to you.
doing it myself.
It is, but what's the point of hitting it? Yeah, yeah, because because you're moving that way, you have more
Yeah, that
mobility.
makes sense.
Yep. And I can stop,
Maybe. I was wondering
change
if it was
directions.
sunburn. That's what I mean. There's two black horse doesn't but he's
To me, that's following. When you start seeing people take these big steps,
slowly.
that's when they're gonna. How much time do you have for that versus that?
But the being able to broadcast court is the other.
All right, Scale, dancing monkey time.
What, to see if it's still working?
Yeah,
Oh, it's still running.
you're the intermission.
Oh, I feel sorry for those people.
Get out there next. Let's see your knightly skills.
I'd feel more sorry if it was one of us out there.
The camera.
You really don't want to see any of us out there.
It's on camera. I could say, or I could just.
Well, I don't know. Frug's watching and he's kind of
Tell
Care Bear,
Tom to do it.
so-
It's his camera.
We're good? Go.
Go do
Next
the
time we'll bring you a
dance.
chessboard. You can play chess. We're going through another virtual thing.
First, I'm gonna dance by myself.
Here you go, Prima.
Oh yeah, you do have to be able to dance. You gotta be able to dance. Yeah.
Prima,
I can dance. not.
Like, no, there's something on the ground.
I wish I could dance that
See,
well.
the dog can dance like a man.
Oh, jeez.
Dog can dance better than any of us guys.
Yeah.
You can dance.
Hey, Prima.
Sweet little breast, man.
Oh my god.
That's what you're doing.
Yazzie, that one was for you, buddy.
Aw,
Now they're gonna hear our second discussion of dancing.
Yeah.
All right. I'll tell you what, Scale, you get out there and dance. I'll come dance with you.
I don't know if I want you to.
Not an incentive.
Yeah,
Look at him learning.
You're so smart.
Well, I put it out there.
Join me, wait.
10 minutes after court, the event is over next week. 10 minutes after court, the event is over.
Which means
Hey, Skeel.
Morgan was
You'll tell the other
Make
guys.
sure
Everybody
true
went.
professional doesn't get the camera.
That's one of the unnamed nightly virtues.
Oh, jeez.
Isn't it?
What?
Yeah.
Telling the knights, go screw yourself.
Hey, you know what?
In the right
That is
context.
telling the knights to where to get off is a PLQ. I can say that from one of the other
You
beers.
gotta know when to do it and when not to do it.
Also true.
I like this.
If I'm telling you to,
I like it. I got it from Acer.
might be a wise son.
Yeah, no, it's
Belts
pretty
and
solid.
boots is stupid.
What is?
Belts and boots.
Yeah, it's stupid.
That is lame.
That's why I don't think I've ever told anybody to do it.
I've told people to do it with expectations. People tell me to fuck off.
Yeah.
Or when they don't, I get kind of disappointed.
Or the other version, if I've done it, it's a joke and I'm expecting them not
Lots
to.
of people in their own time. Like I have a schedule of people showing up. Vlad and Petronella are getting here at noon to set up the field. Green Jenny is coming. I have a time frame, and she's setting up the Royal Pavilion.
What did we have going on that we needed them to show up early for? Can we email or somebody to show
Oh,
up?
I have a retirement party that I need to
Right.
go hit at like 6. So,
Is
if
it
either you or
possible you
Connor
can
could
cover
be,
for
like,
us
the
for
adult.
an hour or two at that point?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, because people will be coming in and setting up, and everyone pretty much just like setting up at any crown, like.
Yeah.
But
Let me go over there. Get off my lawn.
but I'm gonna stripe the lawn. I thought that there would be white ground
Or-
marking. There is not. It comes in neon green and neon yellow.
Oh.
So those are the colors we have.
Actually, neon green will show up very well. Actually, probably
yellow
better
does
than
not.
yellow.
Yeah, so
I know.
have
We
some-
marked
Interesting.
Northern Rouse with the 1066 like we keyed on it, and it was like really hard to see.
So
You had to point at it.
I remember having a nice orange frisbee disc. Harder than hell to find in the green grass. The green one was easy to find.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, it is. A
so
lot easier.
well, I'll be putting the marks out and all that stuff like early-ish on Friday.
And I go get my boys early that day, and that way you don't have to worry about me not being there.
Or you could drop them off here if you wanted.
No matter what, it's no big deal. They're already on vacation. Yeah,
Yep.
and they showed their 2 week vacation.
One or two more
Oh,
sequences
cool.
total.
I'm
Are
not
they
gonna
going to
quit.
Crown?
So I'm tired enough
They
that I
could.
can get all
They
that
They
back
could.
and
Well,
forth.
you have to register them if they're coming.
Are done.
But you can do that if you want.
I think they're probably.
Yeah,
hanging
I could
out.
do a few more, but.
But you know, I'll ask.
So I'll leave
Okay.
everybody. If you want some more, you can pick the weapon.
Okay.
I'll go with you.
He
If
just
not, I'm
we
not gonna
do
worry
need
about
to
Yeah,
have
you
it
haven't sorted
officially
shield
on
yet.
the
No,
roster.
problem.
You haven't weapon and shielded yet today.
Yeah, I gotta borrow
And
yours.
it's not like open to the public, but it is
Nope.
open to family groups.
Do you want to attack sword and shield when I
Like
have sword and
specifically,
shield?
I said, does Sylvia want to come? Like,
We could do a
Well,
few
that's
Lars wants
the-
to grab his sword and shield.
because
now.
there's more than one
Yeah.
mixed couple fighting that the spouse is like they're +1 and then they got another +1.
Mhm.
Like as soon as we opened it up to more than one +1, it's pretty much all kids and spouses.
Yeah. Do you want to come?
She's
Killer.
coming.
Killer.
We already discussed the link.
That's why I haven't signed up for it, because we don't need more people here on a day like that, I don't think so.
Well, it's
You can park over there.
Oh, I told them we're going to have a whole line of cars over there with binoculars.
oh, right. That's on the edge.
Hey, check it out. It's like being in England and I'm waiting for all the planes to come back in. They're counting all the planes.
Well,
They did
Ansel and
in
Osby
India.
said they'll
They
just
knew
sit
which
with
one didn't
Wolf.
come home.
But we got that long.
Ansel is somebody's +1, right?
No, Ansel is not coming. They're way out in South Dakota.
They're trying to be like, why is Ansel coming?
They're talking about coming out later in the summer though, end of August.
Since he's got United, I think I've only seen him like.
Ansel?
Yeah, he did jiu-jitsu now. He didn't fight.
He does
I don't
fight.
see him
There's
very
no
I've actually
pandemic.
seen, I've
There's
actually
no
seen him
year-long
more
pandemic.
when he got knighted than before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
He
the other
lives
way
around
around.
quite a bit.
I didn't see him.
He gets around.
Oh, he's probably listening right now.
Did you hear it? We said about your name.
Fruit,
Her.
yes. Hi, Fruit.
I think
Everyone say hi, Fruit.
Fruit.
Bye, Fruit.
Fruit.
Hang up. Go away.
Yeah,
like to hear
Really,
you
last
for
event was in
a
Avacol.
weapon.
I gotta say,
head.
once
Once
the Canadian border opens up, I think we should do a trip up there.
Yeah, I'll stop at the I'll stop at the
practice up
frontier.
there.
I want to use my passport.
I just can't go, so I ain't gonna worry about
For
it.
you guys.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I got
I
an
think the
enhanced ID.
second
I would like to use
weekend
it at
in
least
June would be the dub
I have both
weekend
now.
probably.
Oh, I need to do that.
Yep.
I think there's
Do they?
a practice
Do the
up
regular
around
ones still
Rochester.
work at?
No.
Heavy?
Okay.
Heavy.
I'll have to remember that.
What?
I'm doing
The
breaker
enhanced
probably
ID,
at my
you need
place
to
for
bring
the
your
dub
mortgage
sort of thing.
documents.
Okay.
Mortgage is
Oh.
the best way to do it.
Okay.
Mortgage.
I'll talk
Yeah.
to
Oh, I didn't
They
Little
couldn't
John
care
maybe
less
we'll do
about
it a
your
different day.
passport. They want W-2s
Maybe do
and
it
mortgage
Sunday.
documents.
So what's an enhanced ID for?
It's for really proving that you're a person. It's actually it is so close to Jim Crow. It's kind of
It's
scary.
kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, because you have to be a working person with a mortgage and a bank account and insurance.
I didn't have to have a mortgage to get.
There are ways around
Yeah.
it, but if I don't have W-2s
Yeah.
and my name's not on the utilities on most things, 'cause we have 2 utilities. Like we don't have a lot of utilities. We don't have water. We don't. So
Right.
Okay,
if you're-
you know the easiest way to get into Canada without worrying about anything?
I have
That's
a
not what she's
passport.
talking about.
I have a passport and I have an enhanced ID.
The
but
issue is that
the
it's
issue
very
is
classes.
it is rather exclusionary. The enhanced ID is really skewed towards working landowners.
Yes.
So as always,
Because,
that's typical.
Remember, sword's a little dead.
yeah.
But that's it was. I did get it. Yeah, I did get the
That was
enhanced
the
ID,
point.
but it was sort of a
I
pain
just want to keep it off my face.
And for me, it was simple to
Nice
get.
and cool.
because you have W-2.
I get really bad white blisters and something else.
I don't think I used my mortgage.
You use your insurance or your
Well, like the
utility?
last day of Pennsic, nobody sees my face because
I could have had. I had a passport. They don't care. They don't care about your passport. They don't care about your regular license. It's like other stuff that you need to know.
Yeah, and why can't you use your regular license? Just drives me up a wall.
yeah.
It's like you liked me before
Oh,
because you can get
Border crossing.
because you can get a license more easily.
and then you didn't like my military ID.
When I
retired
was 17, I got a legit license using the birth certificate.
They don't like
Lars,
your military. You don't have to be a U.S. citizen to be U.S. military.
yeah. And
Oh, really?
Lars is.
Nope.
You don't.
have to.
When we were in Hawaii and on base,
The server should
Lars
be
had to be escorted at all
above the-
times because Minnesota didn't have the enhanced ID Act. So
bit.
our licenses weren't good enough for military.
What's up?
Hawaii.
I said server should be a way to get yourself a citizen.
Well, and so when all the
Yeah, you think so?
Especially when you get like Puerto Ricans and then they're like, you need to go away.
yeah, all
Right.
those Puerto
Different
Ricans got
lines.
deported.
But it's like, well,
It's
wait
like,
a
wait a
minute.
minute.
I'm attached to this unit. That's okay.
Here, I
There's
thought
no
you were
way.
going to bring out a
Are
bar.
they not?
You want me to?
I thought they were.
No.
I don't know.
they-
You can bring
they're
what you want, Skip.
for
Whatever you
territory.
I know they're a territory. I
They're
thought they had
protectorate.
citizenship.
Nope.
No, they are
Oh
a
no,
territory.
they're not territory.
They're a
The
territory.
other ones.
They are their own until they will become a citizen.
They are a territory though. Guam is a territory.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sooner or later.
American Samoa is a territory.
Yes.
Right.
That is the part of the
They have a
South.
lot of military people, right?
They do.
Guam?
No,
Guam
I thought
is
so.
Guam is a naval
Samoa,
base.
Puerto
on it.
Rico, yeah.
Guam is a huge base for.
And Hawaii.
Actually, Guam's probably more strategic than Hawaii.
Yeah, it's further out.
Yep.
You can,
Yeah.
you can hit
Nobody wants to be there.
mainland China with it.
That's where all the wiffle balls go.
But what from China?
Lars always say he hits his wiffle ball for Guam.
Yeah, my grandmother would play wiffle ball and he'd say, I'm going to hit this one at Guam all the time. And then the funny thing is, one time he found like a Guam, he's like a
Oh, I was just
company.
thinking too
It was
much.
called Guam.
Okay.
And he went there and dropped a bunch of wiffle balls around. It was like,
Oh, jeez.
Good arm.
That was
That was a terrible idea.
that was different.
Couple more.
Turn to cool water.
What do you think on that? That felt a little light on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I don't blast your shield, and I think I got a little
right-handed shots. That's what I think about it. You're fine.
Whoa.
There you go. Pick it up. There you go. Yeah. Do him like you do he does us.
Oh, the head's there. There it is.
Nice, yeah.
a little light on the leg.
Yeah, you're right.
He was at range.
All right, last one.
No, that was.
Way to go,
I was
Skido.
waiting for him to get in. Stale and so that he can pick it
Oh, that's right.
up.
He's doing left hand. If you,
Yeah.
It'd be easier doing right hand. Though.
Well, he's trying to.
He
Get
can't.
at it.
He can't throw. He can't fight with it. His wrist is too messed up.
Hey, Skeel.
All right, I think everybody's contained.
Tom, you willing to stand there for a second?
I realized
Melraki,
Yes, sir.
will you do?
Yeah.
Come on here. I'll show you something. You're fighting.
That was really well done, dude.
Or left hand.
That was really well done because it really
never
highlights
mind.
sort of
I
the
thought you were
lesson we
fighting
were
right hand.
driving at
No.
today.
Hey, one of the things you're not doing is when you get close, you're standing like this.
You all right?
Try to shorten everything
What's
up.
that?
I should have done that at the beginning.
Oh, well,
Okay.
then you'd screw up your whole list for you there.
Down. Versus. Right down there. You were down there.
Okay, I didn't realize I wasn't choking up enough.
No. So yeah.
What do you think about?
And then if you know that Tom's not that good on the offside side, so you simply get that.
I
and
think
watch those
he's trying to give us
You're gonna
freedom.
have that like you had that last time.
Like he's
some odd
trying
reason I thought you were doing
to
right
not
hand back.
railroad us and trying
No.
not to. Like,
Pretty
he
sure
had
I was.
PMs to
I know
do
I
that.
started left hand back, but you know, sometimes my brain.
It's a little.
You were standing differently than I do. I think you were standing
I feel like it's
right
it's
or left
Oh,
foot.
was
forward.
I?
a little
Yeah, I
weird
probably
because
was.
it's like-
That's what was screwed in my
we did
head.
that last
I probably
time.
was.
We basically ran this setup for.
You done with this
me and
cup?
Mario, and
Was that?
we completely abandoned the
Nope.
routes.
It wasn't mine. Okay,
We
so
went the other
yes,
way,
I am
and
done
we
with that.
started doing a whole bunch of other stuff. And at one point we were like, whatever happened to the rats? And he's like, you guys never explored it. And I'm like, yeah, well, you made it. Like, it wasn't really just obvious that it wasn't the thing that was helping us. So we went the other way. and
What was
did
the
the
number
other
one
way.
problem there, Skio?
Because
What's that?
I thought
What
it
was your number one
interesting.
problem?
She's like, so what do you guys want to do? And I'm like,
This is an easy answer. Really easy answer.
Super easy. Let me rephrase it before you go. True or false? Melraki is a better shieldman than Tom.
True.
Right. So why did you have a much closer, tighter fight against Melraki than you did against Tom? What made it difficult?
I know they hold their shields completely different, but I mean, that's not the correct answer.
I'll give you a hint. It's sort of been a theme today.
Can I give him a clue?
Yeah, sure.
How much rent do you pay?
And then there's two answers.
That's two answers. Yeah, that might be a little of that too.
I think there was some of that answer there.
So who runs straight at you and who takes a nice angle?
Oh, it's because Meraki runs straight at me versus
Whose weight could you control more easily?
Meraki.
Right? Because he ran straight at you and you could push him off to the side. He does it really well because he doesn't do it in a dramatic way where some of the examples I showed you guys were coming way offline in the back on the line. When he's coming at you at an angle, he's almost making it look like he's straight because what he's doing is the pole is here and instead of coming straight at you this way, he just kicks it off to a slight angle and then kind of comes to you straight this way. So that it's still kind of a linear motion, but
Yeah, I
because
was
he's
gonna say I didn't even realize it.
parallel to the way your pole arm is attacking him, he's finding the pockets that I was telling you about and attacking the weaknesses on the weapon. So what makes him dominate you in this form more than Melraki, who is
Immensely better.
10 times the frickin' shieldman Tom,
Yeah,
no
yeah.
offense,
I take it.
is that he knows the attack angles. Like
Okay.
he knows that weapon so well, he knows how to attack it.
That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because you asked me, I'm like, I don't know.
It was going to be that.
And
The other
that's-
thing that was a little bit is that once I got to you, you could have froze me in place a little bit better and then departed left and right. Yeah, I don't mind that you stayed there and tried to fight, that's fine. But when things started going badly and you started to move your feet again, you just moved them in a straight line. It was always one way or another, but it was no circular.
Okay.
There's no way to peel me off if I'm right on
Yeah.
top of you if you go straight.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And I was letting you take some room because I was trying to figure out how to get to that damn leg. I can't throw a wrap to save my life pretty much, except when you're on your knees. So I was trying to take your right leg so I could throw that down in front of the shield.
Yeah.
Because I can't throw a wrap to your left. So I was just giving you a little space to back up. So I just like, when you started to retreat a little bit, I kept pushing the shield. I feel like I was still there. with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
weapon.
yeah.
And when the gap got there, that's when I put your leg and then I stepped back under.
So play those fights in your head and watch them again when they're up on YouTube, both of you, because Tom showed you right there You don't need to be bursty, and you don't need to be dramatic. You just need the right line. Because he basically just walked at you.
Yeah.
He wasn't running you down all over the field. If he tried, he probably would have sparked your flee instinct and made it actually harder on himself. But he did it at a pace where you felt like you were always in the fight, even though you kind of weren't.
The steal line from Nicola, good chicken, happy chicken. You don't know what that means, do you?
I don't.
You want to hear the story?
Yeah,
Good
that
story.
sounds funny.
So there's a method, and we do this too, but I was having a hard time with, because I'm so aggressive in rapier that I have a hard time with it, right? They can see me coming a mile away, and I'm just like, rah, in their face. So I've been trying to learn how to be more patient and back off. And Nicola's story was like, he went over to Spain for a wedding, and there's a bunch of these European masters, Spanish masters, Portuguese masters, and this one guy came up and says, probably you Americans to go to the supermarket too much. He's like, what? What do you mean? You didn't understand. He's like, yeah, you go to the supermarket too much. You go to, if you had to go kill a chicken, you just grab the chicken and cut its head off after grabbing it real hard or stringing its neck. Makes the meat sour, no good. You have to grab the chicken carefully. Good chicken, happy chicken, snap. So this is basically good chicken, happy chicken. Good chicken, happy chicken. Bang.
Okay. Makes sense.
Taking controlled, smooth moments that don't feel particularly threatening, that are giving me excellent position.
Subtlety.
Yeah, and then when I get there, I can take some.
Ever get a chance? Fight Tarek with your polearm against his sword
really
and shields.
good.
It's the most irritating thing in the world.
Well, I mean, there was that time I went out west and I fought two-stick against Turk. I gave him a polearm, and then they're all like, oh, two-stick can't be polearm. Like, Turk can. I just went out and beat up all the polearms with two-stick.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that because I gave him my armor and everything. So
Because he knows polearm really well.
But Tarek will literally walk at a polearm like this, at this pace. And no matter how fast you run, it seems like he just walks at that pace, and he'll just keep up with you. It's irritating.
It works just fine unless you know how to shut him down. And then it starts to push him into a different gear.
You have to, yeah.
Yeah, but if you don't do enough threatening things to make that a bad idea, then he'll just come at you. I think he would. He's been really busy this summer. Yeah, he's got some personal stuff to work.
Last time I saw him, I mean, this is all a while ago, but he had been fighting quite a bit. He loved it.
He loves fighting.
He loves it.
But, you know, he's had some real life things he's had to get sorted. So,
That sucks.
yeah.
Was that the reason from Michigan?
How do you do against him? You should tear him up.
Good Derek?
Yeah.
I do pretty well. You know, it's not like I beat him every time I fight him or anything, but I do pretty well.
But yeah, it's not a surprise because I know even against you with two-stick, I make you work for it and occasionally I can get a win.
Sure. Two-stick against polearm is a bad matchup for both and a great matchup for both.
Yep.
Because, you know, if you can keep the two-stick in front of you and you can keep the thrust in line and low, there's not a lot they can do. They have to do something pretty much pulling out of their butts to get around you because the thrust is so hard to deal with at that point. But if they can get past it and they get on you, then you have to do some crazy shit to get away from that because they've got twice your offense.
So many angles.
Yeah, every angle in the universe.
I actually enjoyed fighting cheek to cheek with two stickers.
All right, in your nutcase. I don't know.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that when you don't have to?
Well, I got used to doing it against Hanlon because he liked jumping.
Yeah.
And then it was just simply, he always did the same thing, so we did it fairly.
Not a bad job today, by the way. Good job.
Thanks.
Those last couple of fights were a little wonky, but
Everybody was tired.
yeah, we're all real tired. Your angle, so the reason you missed those ones that were hitting into the shield, like you'd hit the shield and a little bit would get through, is because your angle's wrong.
Okay.
And that has to do with your footwork too. You're still too much in front, and I've got that tight angle down.
Yeah, I
You're
noticed
catching a lot
that.
of it, and it's just kind of sort of getting there. A little half step or a lean out, and then throw it, gives you that different angle again, like you showed you.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Throwing this versus throwing this.
Yeah, it makes so much sense. It's just, for whatever reason, that little, even that just little step is hard for me to think about at the time.
It is literally the same thing he's showing.
That's why we bring it up, because the more you hear it, the more it gets in your head.
Exactly.
Try it.
Hopefully.
Try it. Make sure you do it against people that you're comfortable with, right? Like go to Tuesday, the people you beat up, make sure you do stuff like that. And then it doesn't matter if you win or lose. The fact that you win and you don't apply one of those techniques, almost consider that a loss, right?
There's plenty of people on Tuesday you can practice that with.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
But
It was
overall, I
good,
liked
though.
your movement, and your early fights when we were all fresh were really nice.
Yeah.
You had a lot of good blocks, a lot of good firebacks, a lot of good transitions. That was going really well. Once we all started getting tired, yeah, it just becomes more how much can we throw things.
Well, the other thing was I was putting a lot more aggression than I normally do in those first two fights.
Yeah, we noticed. It looked good. You looked nightly and then a bunch of fights today.
Last
in
one
most styles.
where you had the pole against Tom's pole, like I said, when you threw the shot, there was 100% I'm throwing the shot and I don't give a damn what somebody does,
Which has been a problem for you in the past.
Yeah.
which was really, it was beautiful to see.
Yeah, I would say this is your best overall practice out here on Sunday. As far as like everything all together. You've had a couple of moments that were really stellar here and there in other practices. But this was the best cohesive unit practice.
Well, and
At
that's
least
my,
it felt that way to me.
that's my big problem is keeping it there. Instead of, oh yeah, I did that right, now I'm just going to get shit on for a while. And, oh
Yeah.
yeah, I did something nice again.
But understand that occasionally you're going to have those days of, I can't do shit. Just forget about it. Because from the first time I came to a practice here to now, I've seen a huge difference.
Oh yeah, I feel like I'm way, way better. And you're still giving me good fights, so yeah, that's good.
You weren't,
Yeah, that's true. That's actually really
you were beating me with polearm, or when I had my polearm in your shield, and you wouldn't do that the last couple of times.
No, you're pretty much shitting on me. I'm like, why are you shitting on me? You shouldn't be doing that.
And this time it was like, no, I couldn't.
Yeah, that's good.
Appreciate it.
Pretty smart being in the shower than she. Yeah, I did a couple of the side steps on it. Not quite yet. One, yeah, I should have probably done it. Just wasn't sure I got past it.
You were sort of funny on some of those backgrounds where you're like, you know, it's just gonna touch you here because you're so dead.
Well,
And he knew it. he was like, okay, yep. I hate when you do that and they're like, nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the next thing that's going to come is I'm just going to start But, yeah, that was what I was going to tell him. I didn't realize I was doing it quite so subtly. I really thought I was doing this egregious step out and then back in.
No, it wasn't that egregious.
Alright.
and I couldn't figure out why they were chasing him. At one point, they were chasing Tom when you had your pole. And I'm going, after 2 steps, you guys need to stop. And I realized because they're taking their steps like this, those big steps, they can't control turn, directions.
Yeah. They were a little bold in trying to shop in places.
The other thing is the center line doesn't get to control your movement. You don't run away from me because you can't run away from me. Like once I'm in, I'm in. And you're like, okay, it's time to fight. Like I can't move away anymore. And they don't know how to do that.
No, they occasionally luck into it, but you know, Moraki for a while there was getting it practice doing that a couple times, which was ripping my inside leg. I was trying to get back to a mid-range and leaving a little bit of gap to get the inside leg. So what I started doing today that was different is I started not leaving. I just stood there and duped it out, which gives my defense an advantage, and then I can just keep going until I find something.
That should probably wait till I come back and I can fight you, and then I'll show them like what's going on there. And then let me ask that question whether why is it totally away from me?
Yeah, I can't. I mean, I could, but I'll die. So,
Yeah, you open your ankles back up.
Yep. It's better percentages. The percentages in my head click off on what's a smart move.
Yep.
It's not. I wish I could do poker as fast as I can do fight. I don't do for shit trying to figure out percentages in poker. I just play what I think looks like a good idea instead of what's a good percentage. But in fighting, everything's a percentage.
Poker is too. It has gotten a lot more complicated over the last 10 years. They've come up with some really interesting shit.
Yeah.
As far as the psychology of it.
As far as
Combinations.
the game theory
Yeah.
and partially the psychology, a lot of it game theory based.
That'd be interesting.
Check out if you're a poker fan, check out Upswing Poker. Yeah, they have a lot of educational stuff, and they have other stuff they sell too. Yeah, but I'm just kidding.
You can probably tell.
There's at one point, I did 80% was percentage, 20% was person.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. No, I play a lot of percentage too.
No.
But there's a lot of
Well, and I'm very used to fighting in this country. So the problem that a lot of the people next week are gonna do is they're okay, it's hot and it's windy. You have to start doing it an hour before you come.
No, the day before, 2 days before.
Well, but
You're already hydrated.
and so and nobody else can do that. And
No.
I suspect that there will be classic headaches.
Lars, mine is my when I'm clearly tired. What do you think on this from previous weeks as far as movement and such? Smoother?
You're more relaxed.
I feel a lot better. That's why I'm
That's how I
asking.
can tell when you lose, like you tense up and you dive in, you know, you're trying to force something into your whole body gets tense. Except that time that you were just in no man's land. And that's why I said, listen, focus is probably better than saying like you were off. Focus is probably better.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you moved in a way that was almost lazy, but almost more like you were just not really paying attention to what you were doing, and then you just landed that shot.
Yeah. He threw a really nice shot, but didn't react particularly well.
Yep. But the rest of the time it was serving you out because you were just smooth, calm. You had a couple of face thrusts that were there was really no visible trigger ahead of time. You just kind of went and they were dangerous.
Yep. Yeah, so it's getting back.
The one you threw on Melraki that you tried to explain away, I didn't, you know, it's a simple. Had you done a normal thrust, you would have missed. Because you had to use your body weight to push the spear in line with his face. And then you extended your arm.
Yeah, in the face. It was good for me to get gap right there.
You were leaving your face
quick than I thought because I'm off at an angle, but it really looked like you just ran up.
I'll make 2 trips.
I could run. Yeah. I did do a little off step, but when I do that,
Your buddy down there is
Prince.
yeah.
He'll be king for 9 months. Soon Anton steps down, and then
So that's exciting.
yeah. And it was funny because at the golf wars, the first golf wars that Conrad and Evelyn were princess, I fought in that the Meridian Rose tourney.
Okay.
And Kuhn let Damon know that I fought at night level. Damon didn't believe it, so he had me fight Eckhart a couple of passes. And we like basically went 50-50. And he's like, "Okay, Kuhn's right."
And he was Eckhart. He was still
He was unbelted.
unbelted.
So Penzic 40.
Not me.
46.
Not me.
He was knighted that Wednesday or Thursday.
That's right. I think it was at that punter.
Yep, we all were. And then that September, Alan got knighted, and then that January, I got knighted.
You alright? Oh, you just kind of.
disagree that it might not have been right.
Yeah.
But then, in the end, you know, it's on us to like it or not.
Yeah.
Did I bring that tape out here? Yes, I did. That's my tape.
Try to grab all my bars.
Yeah, I gotta go to Pennsylvania here. To a friend of mine.
You all what?
And I had a friend named.